Who is the mystery attacker? Now, I reckon I've worked it out, but I think a lot of people have worked it out as well. There are many, many options we could look at here that have actually been trending all over social media. Like, it's getting ridiculous, but I love how everyone's got their own theories. So if you have your theory right now, comment it below, because I need to know what you think compared to what I think. I think it helps. It definitely helps. Number 1. Now, this one I think is the most unlikely one out of all of them. Seth. Like, it's just not him. It just isn't. Everyone's all wow because he's the curb stomp. They're doing that because they want you to think it's him. It's a terrible way of doing it, but in a way they're sort of mocking him in a way. Seth's injured. That is 100% real. Not like the last time where he faked it. He's had surgery. He's out for a long time, probably till mid next year. It's unlikely he'd just come back right now, especially with shoulder injury, and storm the cage and climb it. So I reckon there's probably a 5% chance that it is him, but it just won't be. Especially after Breaker just speared the shit out of him on Raw a couple weeks ago. Like, just split him in half, basically. It just wouldn't make sense to then come back and help him. And no, don't give me the, oh, it's probably Seth's plan. Brother, it isn't. That's terrible. That is terrible script writing. Although wrestling's script writing has been absolutely shocking. Theory number 2. People are saying Montez Ford. We've been waiting for a Montez Ford solo run for a while now. Now, we have heard that apparently the only reason he didn't go solo is because he didn't want to, betray Angelo Dawkins, his partner, who actually is one of his best friends in real life, which is valid. Sometimes you like to do the career with your friend. But lately, there's been tension between the two. And maybe it's just sort of Montez Ford's just ditched and gone, I'm taking my own solo career and I'm doing it this way. He's amazing in the ring. He's an absolute talent. He's rapid. The same way that rapid guy got in the ring and stomped Punk. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's Montez Ford, because the problem with Montez Ford is it could have been, but for them to do that, they've got to make it, he's got to finish his story with Angelo Dawkins. That story is there, and SmackDown needs stories bad. So that one is one for there right now, 100%. Another theory, number 3 here, and it's a pretty good one. It could be possible. I don't know. I'm going to go with 40% chance, 30%, and it's Chris Jericho. But the problem with the Chris Jericho theory is, yes, he has been teased to come back. That is a lot of trending news around the world. We are waiting to see if Chris Jericho will return. Y2J. I mean, that would be pretty incredible, him coming back into the division. I'd quite enjoy that. But one thing we know about Jericho is he's small. And that guy that climbed the cage isn't small. And the speed of it, there is no way 50-year-old Unc Chris could climb the cage in that amount of time. It just wouldn't happen. And like, the legs are a lot longer than what Chris Jericho's are, so I don't think it will be him at all. I mean, could it? I mean, I think if Chris Jericho's coming back, it's probably going to be next year. I mean, he's not in AEW right now as in competing, but he has shown pictures of him around the gym, looking shredded. And if I'm honest, he's been promoting his band a lot, Fozzy. So I'll be pretty surprised if he comes back right now, considering he's going on tour and doing concerts and stuff. It will probably be next year. That'll be the best time for a return. Where do we fit him in? I don't think there's any way to fit him in just yet. There's a lot of stories going on. There's a lot of main attraction with some wrestlers. So I don't think Jericho coming back is the reason right now. Especially to work with Brock, considering they've had their feuds in the past. Another one is Ambrose. I like this theory, but it just doesn't make sense. I've ruined it. The point is, it would be great if it was him. That would be a twist, because they've turned on Seth. He comes back and takes over Seth's group. That's a great twist. But one thing we do know is Ambrose is still in contract for another few years for AEW. So I don't think he has got out of that. And I don't think WWE are willing to just go out there and pay the money just to get Ambrose back. Especially giving money to their rival company. That's not happening. So in my opinion, the Ambrose thing is pretty far-fetched. Would it be cool? I'd love the idea. It's just the timing. The timing is one of them things where I think it's just not the right time now. And if Ambrose is going to come back into wrestling, it's most likely going to be a singles run. He's not going to go join a group. And, it's going to be, he's come back as John Moxley. He's doing it himself, rebellious and all that. He's not going in some group that are just cheating their way to championships and main rosters. It's kind of just like dead. Ambrose, when he comes back, needs that storyline that's going to make him fit in with the Roman Reigns. He's suddenly the tribal chief. Seth Rollins is suddenly this guy who is, taking a piss at everyone and just destroying them and creating groups to break everyone down. So I think if Ambrose comes back, it's going to be for something more interesting than this Vision storyline, because it is getting consistent. And yeah, it would be good for him to come back. The contract's there, man. Contracts don't lie. Contracts don't lie. So I highly doubt that he is going to come back, because at this point in time, he's still contracted to a rival company. And there's no way, like I said, WWE are going to give the money to bring him over, or even Netflix. I doubt they'll do it either. So, yeah, I doubt it. Now, I've heard of other theories saying it's Obafemi. Now, I don't agree with this one. As much as I thought it would be good, having a strong enforcer like Obafemi joining Bronson Reed would have been good, considering his dominance on NXT. But they have teased him on SmackDown with Cody Rhodes coming to the main roster. And I think right now, SmackDown needs some new stars, and I think Obafemi, if he's going to do anything, keep it individual. He doesn't need to be in a team. Keep doing what he was doing at NXT. It was working, and yeah, him in the Vision is just a dumb storyline. I think it would ruin the whole him needing help. He can be himself. Put him on SmackDown, help himself build a name up, because a lot of big stars on Raw, and I just don't think it fits in. Another person out there said Randy Orton. That's just not happening. That is like 0% chance. The only storyline that I think works for Orton is going heel. But not like that. Individually. Like he turns on Rhodes and stuff on SmackDown. Because if you take him in for SmackDown, they lose another star. SmackDown's already boring in my opinion. So I doubt what's the point in taking away a star that I actually enjoy watching on the show. It's just kind of dead. I think a lot of people think the same thing. But him needing help from a group and joining someone like that. He hates Logan Paul. We had the rivalry with Jelly Roll and stuff. So that ain't going to happen. He hates Drew. That ain't going to happen. And he definitely does not like Brock Lesnar. So what's the point in joining the group? That isn't one that is an option there, guys. Okay, Randall Keith is not in that group. Zero chance. Zero chance. Just because they're mocking Seth, and it'll probably be them against Seth and some other people in the future, doesn't mean it'll be Orton. Because I don't think it is at all. Now, one that does click, that I think it's got to be. There are two more options here, but I'll start with this one. One that does click, in my opinion, is Austin Theory. Everyone's talking about it. I'm talking like 90% chance it's Austin Theory, boys. Okay, and here's why. When he got released, all that was trending was "We want Theory. We want Theory." And even other wrestlers, months after his release, well, not release, but inactivity, I'm going to say, sorry, not release. Inactivity from the roster. Even wrestlers, especially Grayson Waller, spoke about him on podcasts, pretending not to know him, but they're still talking about him. And I think, like, if it was that bad and he was gone, they wouldn't even mention him. They'd be like, all right, he's gone now, let's leave it at that. I felt like he was wasted. Yeah, he had the John Cena rival, which was pretty good to prove himself, and he got put over. But then he was back to being a mockery, really. Just a bit of a joke. Losing every week. Dead. I think it would be the perfect time to reinvent him, put him in a group, make him have a serious personality, and him just be that guy. He fits the picture. He fits the picture. The eyes apparently are linking the same as well. The body language is the same. The height looks the same. And I just think Triple H, if he's going to do something right with his script writing, you book Theory in, you get him back. And then once his storyline's over, he's built himself up to be an individual character, to go on solo runs and stuff. It just makes sense. That makes the most sense. Now, my final theory, which is like the one that I am second to believe in. So my main one is the Theory one, but I think this one could be true. We don't have one. There is no one. That is just an extra. Now, we know the script writing in wrestling has been so bad. Like, it's been terrible at the moment. Like, it just seems consistent. The episodes are ending every single week the same way. They've teased matches and not done them. You've got legends that are still going good and on the sidelines. Triple H is ruining it, and it's TKO ruining it as well. So I believe there's a chance that we don't have an idea who it is, because they don't either. They've just done this to carry on this storyline a bit more without thinking, right, who do we put? Who do we put in? I mean, I've heard rumours about Trick Williams as well. I doubt it. But the point is it could be a situation where, like, well, we haven't got anyone right now, but the storyline needs some heat and trendingness. It needs something to give it some fire. So we're going to pretend we've got someone, and then we don't. And see how long this lasts. And then when we hit the breaking point where we have to reveal, then we'll pick someone random who no one thought. Or maybe it is Theory. But I don't think that's a bad analogy. I think that's pretty good. I think I've done a good job with that one, I think. Boys and girls, comment below and give this video a thumbs up. Who you guys think it is? And what do you think of my final theory? But, I like how I was saying Theory, and I still think it's Austin Theory. Yeah. Yeah, it's either that or they don't have an idea yet. But, take care, guys, and see you soon.